Ladies and gentlemen, in today's world, vision is everything. But what is a vision? It's not just a dream or a passing idea. It's the deep, almost sacred understanding of where you want to go in life, what you want to achieve, and the kind of person you are meant to become. It's the roadmap that guides you when the world around you seems to be moving in 1,000 different directions. Your vision is the thing that drives you, keeps you motivated when times are tough, and is the reason you continue to move forward, even when it feels like you're walking through a storm. But here's the challenge: not everyone around you is going to see your vision. In fact, many people might not even understand it. They might think you're being unrealistic or that you're setting yourself up for failure. They'll say things like, "Why are you aiming so high?" or "You're dreaming too big." And these comments, these doubts, they can chip away at your belief in your vision if you're not careful. The truth is, your vision is not for everyone's consumption. It's personal, it's unique, and it's yours. That's why it's critical to protect your vision. When you have a clear sense of direction, the world is full of distractions. People are quick to tell you what they think you should be doing, how they think you should be living, or what they think your success should look like. The problem with sharing your vision too openly is that others can often project their fears, limitations, and doubts onto your dreams. These projections can infect the purity of your vision and make you second-guess your path. They'll convince you to play it small, stay within boundaries, and not to take the risks that are necessary to grow and evolve. Many of us have shared our hopes and dreams with others, only to have those dreams shot down. We've opened our hearts, shared our deepest desires, and yet, instead of encouragement, we've received mockery, discouragement, or even indifference. It's painful, and that pain can stop us from dreaming bigger in the future. But it doesn't have to be that way. If we learn to keep our vision protected, we can navigate the world with confidence, knowing that what we carry inside of us is more valuable than any opinion that might come from the outside. Consider your vision as a seed. It needs to be nurtured, watered, and kept in a safe, quiet space until it's strong enough to push through the soil and begin to grow. If you expose it to the harsh winds and conditions of the outside world too soon, that seed might never grow into what it's meant to be. In the early stages of any dream, any goal, you must shield it from negativity. It's fragile. It's a tender thing that needs time to mature and take root in your life. If you throw it into the world too soon, you might be met with resistance that could stunt its growth, or worse yet, cause it to wither away. There's a wisdom in silence. When you keep your vision private, you give it the chance to develop without the weight of others' judgments. The more you protect it, the more you give it space to breathe and grow. This doesn't mean you should never share your dreams with anyone, but it does mean that you need to be selective about who you let in. The people you trust with your vision should be those who support you unconditionally, those who see your potential and want to see you succeed. The wrong people, those who are quick to criticize, who see life through a lens of fear or jealousy, can do irreparable damage to your vision. As your vision matures, the world will start to see it manifest in the real world. They'll see the hard work, the sacrifices, the dedication, and they'll begin to understand why you couldn't share it with them at the beginning. In the early stages, when you're still figuring things out, you don't need to answer to anyone else. You need to answer to yourself and to the calling that's deep inside of you. People will always have opinions, but your vision is something that needs to be rooted in your soul, not shaped by the opinions of others. Your vision will carry you through moments of doubt, uncertainty, and opposition. It will give you the strength to push through when the path seems unclear or too difficult to walk. But none of that will happen if you allow others to shape your perception of it before it's ready to be shared. The moment you allow someone else's doubts to enter your heart, the purity of your vision becomes compromised. And when you lose the clarity of your vision, you lose the direction that leads to your destiny. So, in this world of noise, distractions, and external pressures, the most powerful thing you can do for yourself is guard your vision. Keep it sacred. Keep it to yourself until the right time comes. Because when the world sees your vision in full bloom, they will understand that it was never meant for them to fully comprehend in the beginning. It was yours. And you protected it. You allowed it the space to grow, to evolve, and to become all that you knew it could be. And when that happens, it won't just be your vision anymore. It will be a beacon of light for others to follow. In a world that's constantly moving, constantly shifting, and constantly demanding more from you, Peace is a rare and precious commodity. People will try to steal your peace, knowingly or unknowingly. They'll pull you in different directions, drain your energy, and leave you feeling scattered, unsettled, and even defeated. But peace, true peace, is something that comes from within, and it's one of the most valuable things you can have in this chaotic world. It's not just about being calm in a quiet space, but about maintaining your inner equilibrium no matter what's happening around you. Protecting your peace isn't just a choice, it's a responsibility. The world is full of distractions, work demands, family obligations, social media noise, and the never-ending cycle of comparison and competition. These distractions are designed to pull you away from the one thing that centers you, your inner peace. Every time you engage in a battle that isn't yours, every time you allow someone else's drama to become your own, you lose a piece of that peace. It's a silent erosion, one that chips away at your foundation little by little, until you look up and realize you've given away so much of your peace that you barely recognize yourself anymore. The first step in protecting your peace is recognizing that not everything requires your attention. We live in a time where people feel the need to be everywhere, do everything, and be available for everyone. We've been conditioned to think that our worth is tied to our productivity, our responsiveness, and our availability. But in the pursuit of being everything to everyone, we forget that we are human beings, not human doings. Peace is something you cultivate when you learn to say no. It's about creating boundaries that protect your energy and keep you focused on what matters most. It's about knowing that not everything, and certainly not everyone, deserves your time and attention. When you're constantly bombarded with demands, it's easy to get lost in the noise. We've all been there, the phone ringing, the notifications flashing, the never-ending to-do lists. In those moments, it's easy to forget the importance of stillness, of quiet, of being able to hear your own thoughts without outside interference. To protect your peace, you need to intentionally carve out time for yourself. Time to sit in silence, time to reflect, time to just breathe. The world will always try to pull you in 100 different directions, but if you don't make the time to protect your inner peace, you'll find yourself on the edge, overwhelmed and overextended. Another critical aspect of protecting your peace is understanding the power of your surroundings. The people you associate with, the environments you spend time in, and even the media you consume can either contribute to or drain your peace. Toxic relationships, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, are a significant threat to your peace. These relationships can be emotionally exhausting, draining your energy, and creating an environment of negativity and dysfunction. It's important to recognize when a relationship is no longer serving you and when it's time to let go. Walking away from toxic people doesn't make you weak or uncaring, it makes you wise. Sometimes protecting your peace means knowing when to walk away from situations and people that threaten your well-being. Similarly, the environments you choose to be in can either nourish or deplete your peace. You have the power to decide where you spend your time and energy. If you are constantly in chaotic, stressful, or unhealthy environments, it will be much harder to maintain your peace. This extends to the digital spaces you inhabit as well. Social media, news outlets, and online discussions can often be sources of anxiety, stress, and negativity. If you're constantly scrolling through content that triggers negative emotions or increases your stress levels, it's time to reassess your relationship with the digital world. Protecting your peace means being intentional about the environments, both physical and digital, that you expose yourself to. Choose to surround yourself with uplifting, positive energy and people who respect and support your well-being. Another vital aspect of protecting your peace is learning how to manage your emotions. Emotions are powerful forces, but they are not meant to control you. Life will throw challenges at you, disappointments, losses, setbacks, and misunderstandings. If you allow these experiences to dictate your emotional state, you will lose your peace. But when you learn to acknowledge your emotions without letting them take over, you regain control. Recognizing when you're feeling anger, frustration, sadness, or fear is the first step in taking back your peace. You don't have to act on every emotion you feel. You can choose how to respond to life's challenges in a way that preserves your peace. Emotional resilience is a key part of protecting your peace. It's about not allowing external circumstances to dictate your internal world. Furthermore, peace is something that requires daily maintenance. It's not a one-time achievement or a destination, it's a continuous journey. Protecting your peace is an ongoing practice that requires vigilance and commitment. It's not enough to simply acknowledge the importance of peace and then move on. You have to actively protect it every single day. This means practicing mindfulness, setting healthy boundaries, learning to say no, managing your emotional responses, and making time for self-care. It's about creating a life that honors your well-being and doesn't compromise your peace for the sake of convenience or external approval. In 2025, the demands on your time, energy, and focus will only grow. The noise will only get louder, the distractions will become more intense, and the pressure to conform will be stronger than ever. But in the midst of it all, your peace is your greatest asset. Protect it with everything you have. When you have peace within you, everything around you becomes clearer, more manageable, and more aligned with your true self. The world can be chaotic, but within you, there can be calm. And that calm, that peace, is the foundation that will carry you through every storm. In a world that thrives on transparency, sharing every detail of our lives, our thoughts, and our intentions has become almost an expectation. We live in an era where everything seems to be public information, from our achievements to our struggles, from our plans to our failures. We share moments on social media, discuss our personal lives with friends and colleagues, and open ourselves up to the world in ways that were once unimaginable. But in this age of overexposure, there is a quiet power in confidentiality, a strength that comes from holding some things close to the chest and choosing to reveal them only when the time is right. Confidentiality is not just about secrecy, it's about harnessing control over your own narrative and maintaining the power to move through life on your terms. Confidentiality begins with the understanding that not everything in your life needs to be broadcast to the world. Some things are too precious, too fragile, or too sacred to be shared with others. Your thoughts, your plans, your personal experiences, they are yours, and you have the right to decide who gets to be a part of them and when. When you reveal everything about yourself, when you share every detail of your journey, you risk giving away your power. People can judge you, critique you, and try to control your narrative, leaving you vulnerable to external forces that dilute your sense of self. But when you choose to keep certain things confidential, you retain the ability to shape your own story, to move with intention, and to maintain your personal strength. In many ways, confidentiality is a form of self-respect. It's a way of saying, I am worthy of my own privacy, my own space, and my own boundaries. When you keep things to yourself, you show the world that you understand the value of your inner life. You acknowledge that not everyone is entitled to know your deepest thoughts and plans. In doing so, you set a standard for how others should treat your personal space and your private matters. You establish the boundaries that allow you to preserve your sense of dignity while also maintaining your emotional well-being. Keeping things confidential does not make you secretive, it makes you wise. It means you understand that some things, like your feelings, your goals, and your vision, are meant to be protected until they are strong enough to stand on their own. The power of confidentiality lies in the element of control. When you keep your plans private, you give yourself the space to grow without the pressure of external opinions. You allow your ideas to evolve naturally, without being scrutinized or criticized too early in their development. There's a beauty in holding something back, something that's just for you. It allows you to explore, to experiment, and to develop your thoughts without the weight of other people's expectations. Too often, when we reveal our plans prematurely, we open ourselves up to feedback, sometimes unsolicited, that can derail our progress. People may project their own fears, limitations, and doubts onto our ideas, and in doing so, they dilute the clarity and passion that initially sparked our vision. But when we choose confidentiality, we preserve the purity of our intentions, allowing them to grow and mature without interference. Confidentiality also protects your energy. When you share too much, you expose yourself to the opinions, judgments, and reactions of others. Every time you open up, you invite the possibility of criticism, some constructive, some not so much. And when you're constantly sharing your thoughts, feelings, and plans, you risk depleting yourself emotionally. Energy is precious, and once it's given away, it's not always easy to get back. By choosing to keep certain aspects of your life confidential, you protect your energy and preserve your emotional resources. You retain the ability to guard what's important to you, preventing external forces from draining your vitality and leaving you feeling spent. This idea of confidentiality extends to your relationships as well. Not every conversation needs to be a deep dive into your personal life. Some things are meant to be shared with only a select few who have earned your trust, not everyone who comes into your orbit. Oversharing can lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and sometimes even manipulation. People will use your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, and your secrets against you if given the opportunity. That's why confidentiality is so important in relationships, whether they're personal or professional. The more you open yourself up to people who haven't earned your trust, the more you risk losing your power. When you keep things confidential, you establish trust and respect, not just for yourself, but for those around you. You create a sense of integrity that reflects your values and strengthens the bonds you share with others. Confidentiality is also about timing. There's a time and place for everything, and the right moment to reveal your plans, your struggles, or your goals will come when the conditions are right. Not every person or every situation is prepared to hear what you have to share. Sometimes revealing your thoughts too soon can set you up for failure or disappointment. The wrong person might not understand your vision or might not support you in the way you need. In some cases, sharing too early might even sabotage your success. There's power in waiting, in holding things back until you've built the necessary foundation to support your vision. Timing is key, and confidentiality allows you to control when and how you share your story, your goals, and your successes. Moreover, confidentiality cultivates patience. When you keep things to yourself, you learn to trust in the process, to trust in your ability to bring your vision to life without needing external validation. The world can be impatient. Everyone wants instant gratification, and we live in a culture that celebrates immediate success. But true growth, whether personal, professional, or spiritual, takes time. It requires the patience to stay the course, even when others might doubt you or question your choices. By keeping things confidential, you demonstrate the discipline to trust your journey, to take the necessary steps without rushing the process or seeking external approval. You learn to move with quiet confidence, knowing that when the time is right, your work will speak for itself. In this age of oversharing and constant connectivity, confidentiality is a revolutionary act. It is an act of self-preservation, self-respect, and self-mastery. It is a powerful tool that allows you to shape your own story, protect your energy, and maintain control over your life's narrative. It's a choice to safeguard what's most precious to you and to move with intention, patience, and purpose. Your circle of influence is one of the most powerful elements in your life. It shapes who you are, how you think, and where you go. The people you surround yourself with, whether family, friends, colleagues, or mentors, have the ability to elevate or diminish your potential. They can encourage you to dream bigger or discourage you from even trying. Your circle of influence is not just a group of people who happen to be in your life. It's a reflection of your values, your ambitions, and your vision for your future. Understanding the power of this circle and choosing it wisely is one of the most important decisions you can make on your journey to success and fulfillment. The first thing to recognize about your circle of influence is that it's not about quantity, it's about quality. The number of people you have around you doesn't matter as much as the caliber of those people. You could have 100 acquaintances, but if they don't contribute positively to your growth, if they don't inspire or support you, then their presence is ultimately insignificant. A few strong, supportive, and empowering relationships will have a far greater impact on your life than a multitude of superficial connections. The key is to surround yourself with individuals who push you to become better, who challenge you to think in new ways, and who believe in your potential even when you have doubts. Your circle of influence should consist of people who understand and align with your vision. They should not only accept who you are, but also support the direction in which you're heading. This alignment is crucial, because when you're surrounded by individuals who share or respect your goals, it becomes easier to stay focused and motivated. However, if you're constantly in the presence of people who are dismissive of your dreams, who belittle your ambitions, or who suggest you should play it safe, it becomes harder to stay on track. Their negativity can seep into your mindset, causing you to question your abilities, your path, and your purpose. But when you have a circle that supports and nurtures your dreams, even during the tough times, it becomes easier to push forward, knowing that you're not alone in your journey. Another important aspect of your circle of influence is that it should challenge you. Growth does not happen in comfort zones. It happens when you are pushed beyond your limits, when you're encouraged to face your fears, and when you're held accountable for your actions. The people you allow into your life should not simply affirm you, but also challenge you to become the best version of yourself. They should encourage you to think bigger, to act with courage, and to step outside of your comfort zone. This doesn't mean they should be critical or harsh. but they should provide constructive feedback that helps you learn, grow, and improve. A circle that challenges you with tough love can help you become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Your circle of influence should also include people who inspire you. Inspiration is a powerful force that drives us forward, especially during times of doubt or struggle. The individuals in your circle should be people who have achieved what you aspire to achieve or who possess qualities that you admire and want to develop in yourself. These people can serve as role models, showing you what's possible and motivating you to continue striving for greatness. It's important to spend time with those who spark your imagination, who encourage you to see the world through a lens of possibility rather than limitation. When you're inspired by those around you, you're more likely to tap into your own creative potential and take bold steps towards your goals. However, it's not just about who you bring into your circle, it's also about who you choose to keep out. The people you allow into your life should be those who lift you up, not those who bring you down. Toxic relationships, whether they're with friends, family members, or colleagues, can drain your energy, distract you from your goals, and even cause emotional and psychological harm. These individuals may manipulate, criticize, or undermine your efforts, making it difficult for you to stay grounded and focused on your path. The moment you recognize that a relationship is toxic, it's time to reevaluate its place in your life. Protecting your peace and your vision means creating boundaries that prevent negative influences from having access to your thoughts and emotions. If someone doesn't add value to your life, it's essential to have the strength to walk away and protect your energy. Your circle of influence should also be filled with individuals who add diversity to your life, people who bring different perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences. A diverse circle allows you to see things from angles you might not have considered, expanding your worldview and broadening your understanding of what's possible. It's easy to fall into the trap of surrounding yourself with people who think like you, act like you, and share the same views. While this might feel comfortable, it can also limit your growth. Exposure to new ideas, cultures, and experiences challenges your thinking and helps you develop a more rounded perspective. This diversity fosters creativity, innovation, and adaptability, all of which are critical in an ever-changing world. The role of mentors in your circle cannot be overstated. Mentors are individuals who have walked the path before you, who understand the challenges you face, and who are willing to guide you toward your goals. A good mentor doesn't just provide advice, they offer wisdom gained from their own experiences, helping you avoid mistakes and navigate obstacles more effectively. They encourage you to push past your limits and provide a sounding board when you're unsure about the next steps to take. A mentor can help you see your potential when you can't yet see it yourself, providing the support and guidance you need to keep moving forward. Finally, your circle of influence should be a source of love and encouragement. The people you surround yourself with should offer you a safe space to be vulnerable, to express your fears, and to share your dreams. They should cheer for you when you win and be there to lift you up when you stumble. Love is a powerful motivator to remind you that you are worthy, that you are enough, and that you deserve to succeed. When you have a strong, loving, and supportive circle, you are more likely to take risks, to challenge yourself, and to continue moving toward your goals with confidence and determination. In the end, your circle of influence is a reflection of your journey and your potential. The people you choose to include in your life shape who you become, how you think, and what you achieve. Be intentional about who you allow into this circle. Choose people who uplift, challenge, and inspire you. Choose people who believe in your vision and support you unconditionally. And most importantly, choose people who add value to your life, leaving no space for negativity or toxicity. The power of your circle lies in the strength and quality of the relationships you nurture. And when you choose wisely, your circle will propel you towards success, fulfillment, and greatness.